So this is a very simple Yarn workspace with two projects. A library project, which is built with Rollup, and a React project built with Webpack. Both of them have package.json scripts, which allow us to start, build, and test them respectively. Now, what if I told you there is an easy way to add NX to this workspace without being too invasive? So what we can do is basically do npx add NX to Monorepo, and that will download and install NX for us. During the installation process, you get asked about NX Cloud, so for now, let's activate it and I'll explain it in a minute. And that's it. So we get a couple of info points printed out here about further information, commands we can run, and links to documentation. But let's explore what actually happened. So first of all, NX got installed, of course. So you see the packages which are present here. And then it generated this workspace JSON, which is basically a representation of our workspace. So it properly figured out there's an app and a header project and the corresponding root paths. There's not much more configuration here because NX defaults simply to the package scripts which are in the package JSON. So basically these one here. And in fact, if I would like to run a test of our application, all I have to do is say NX test app, and it will execute the jest test of our React application. Now the cool thing here is this gets all cached because like NX has a local computation cache. So it can just like rerun the command and everything will be pulled out in an instant from the local cache. Now NX also knows about our project structure. So if you run NX dep graph, you see a live visualization of how our monorepo looks like and the dependencies between the projects. And this allows us to run commands such as the affected commands. So let me first commit all of the changes. And now, of course, if I run NX affected and I want to target equals test, it will tell me there are no projects to test because we didn't change anything. However, if I go to the app spec file and I add here some change, and now I rerun a test, you see that NX figures out that the app changed and it just runs the test for those. Obviously, the same works for building. So I can run yarn NX build app, and I can even give it with dependencies. And so we'll figure out the first build here, the header component, the header library, and then our actual application. Now all of the output gets here produced in that dist folder, and that is cached of course as well. So if I remove that dist folder and rerun the command, that dist folder is there as well, and we get the output out of our cache. Now this cache is local and it's in my node modules. But if I remove this here, and since I have set up NX Cloud, my cache is actually distributed, so other members can even benefit from it. By removing our local cache folder, I kind of simulate that. And so if I rerun the build again, we get everything produced out of the remote NX Cloud cache, and also our local folder gets restored. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, definitely head to nx.dev for getting info on how to set up a fully featured NX workspace. Also check out NX Cloud for more features such as GitHub integration.